On this week's programme, we have plenty of action from Curraheen Park, including the final of the AIB Stakes, the semi-final of the Guinness Fair Warrior 400 from Mullingar, and the quarter-finals of the Paddy Irish Derby from Shelbourne Park. But first, it's racing from Kilkenny. The Marble City Bar and Langton House Derby semi-finals took place at the Kilkenny track last Friday night, an event which attracted a jubilant crowd. Commentator Brendan Hennessy was there.
The dogs are in the traps for the first of the semi-finals, the Marble City Bar and Langton House Derby. In trap 1, Rick Hale. Trap 2, Kilkenny Wine. Trap 3, Kilford Kilkenny. Trap 4, Blonde Mac. Trap 5, Bangor Warrior. And in trap 6 is Clementa Lad. Favourite runs from trap 2, Kilkenny Wine. Hare is approaching the traps. And they're away smartly is trap 4 and trap 3, Blonde Mac and Kilford Kilkenny. It's Blonde Mac leads them into the first bend, chased by Kilford Kilkenny, but 2, Kilkenny Wine does very well, and Rick Hale in trap 1 coming up on the inside, but Blonde Mac takes them along as we go down along the back. It's Blonde Mac chased all the way by Rick Hale, who now takes up the advantage on the inside. Running tightly is Kilkenny Wine. Kilkenny Wine now a little bit of a check in behind, and taking advantage of that is trap 3, and that's Kilford Kilkenny into the final straight. Kilford Kilkenny chased all the way by Kilkenny Wine, but it's Kilford Kilkenny from Kilkenny Wine in trap 6. Clementa Lad is in third in a time of 29.09. And the result in the Marble City Bar and Langton House Derby first semi-final: first trap 3, Kilford Kilkenny, second trap 2, Kilkenny Wine, and third trap 6, Clementa Lad, in a time of 29.09. This is the second semi-final of the Marble City Bar and Langton House Derby. In trap 1, Spinner's Choice. Trap 2, Weatherman. In trap 3, Boher Duff Light. In trap 4, Ballyquin House. In trap 5, Queelog Leroy. And in trap 6 is Blonde Rumble. Favourite runs from trap 3 here. The hare is approaching the traps. They're away on a good fast even break. First to show was Weatherman, but Boher Duff Light takes it up into the first bend. It's Boher Duff Light, the 5-4 favourite. A little bit of trouble in behind, and he's gone clear of trap 4, Ballyquin House and Spinner's Choice. The race is on for the minor placings, but it's Boher Duff Light in this early stage. Looks to be the clear-cut winner as he runs into the third bend. It's Boher Duff Light, the son of He Knows and Travelling Light, trained by Owen McKenna. He's all of 12 lengths in the lead, with Spinner's Choice and Ballyquin House in third place. But down to the line on the home straight, it's Boher Duff Light in first place. In second is trap 1, Spinner's Choice. Third, Ballyquin House in a time of 28.53. And the result of the Marble City Bar and Langton House Derby second semi-final: first trap 3, Boher Duff Light, second trap 1, Spinner's Choice, and third trap 4, Ballyquin House, in a time of 28.53, a new track record. And the trap draw for the final, to be held here on Friday the 10th of September, is in 1, Ballyquin House, 2, Boher Duff Light, trap 3, Kilkenny Wine, 4, Kilford Kilkenny, 5, Spinner's Choice, and a wide berth for Clementa Lad in trap 6.
And just a reminder that next Thursday evening, Shelbourne Park hosts the semi-finals of the Lawrence Blunt Diamond Stake, plus Limerick hosts the Cracora Manister GAA Benefit Night, and next Monday, also at Limerick, it's the semi-finals of the Irish Cambridgeshire Open 700. The Midlands track at Mullingar held the semi-finals of the Guinness Fair Warrior 400 last Saturday evening. The finish line for this event is on the back straight. Mal Keaveney was trackside.
The dogs have been placed in traps for the first semi-final. Mustang Fastback is 1, 2, Drumrad Taz, 3, Brewer's Twist, Joe the Dog 4, Ifigonish 5, and 6, Tullymurray Squad. Just under a second ahead of the 6 semi-finalists, and away they go. It's a fairly level break. Brewer's Twist is out very smartly in the white jacket. Running wide is Tullymurray Squad. Into the opening bend they go, and it's Brewer's Twist now that moves in towards the rail and takes up the running and has a sizable advantage now as he goes towards the second bend. The battle is now on for the second and third places, it would appear, as our lead is well clear. That's Brewer's Twist, but there's a big battle on behind. Tullymurray Squad is flying home, and Tullymurray Squad is going to win it at the line. The flying finish of Tullymurray Squad, bringing him victory in 21.57. Second, Brewer's Twist, and also qualifying, Mustang Fastback. Noel, you had a winner here tonight in Mullingar. How did you become involved in the ownership of a greyhound?
One night a crowd of us were out together and we just started talking about it, and we'd been actually saw your programme on television, and we were thinking about it might be a good idea. A few of the lads like having a few quid here or there, and so we decided we'd set up a syndicate and buy a dog. I bought him off Dennis here, Dennis Hannon. Dennis has had horses with me over and back over the years, and I actually asked Dennis would he buy a dog for me, and he said he thought he had a dog that might do the job. So that was his 16th win tonight, so he's been a great dog. Very lucky dog.
Do you think you'll become involved in another dog maybe?
Yeah, we've bought another one out of the same bitch now, so hopefully if he's as lucky as that fella, we'll be very happy.
We're set so for the second semi-final. In 1, Positive Option. 2, Brooklawn Kuel. Minola Spring 3, High Tip 4. In 5, Peppered Ring. And 6, Ina Tiger. There's a very open look to this second semi-final, and away they go. Fairly level break once more. Positive Option showing good early pace. Peppered Ring as well in contention as well as they run down into the opening bend and running towards the centre now. It's Positive Option who has the lead now, takes the rails as well and has the advantage by 2 or 3 lengths. The battle is on behind. Minola Spring is beginning to mount a challenge as well. There too is Peppered Ring, but up towards the line there's going to be a good win here for Positive Option, followed home by Minola Spring. Confirmation of the second semi-final, a win here for Positive Option in 21.43, second Minola Spring and third Peppered Ring. The trap draw for the final of the 2004 Guinness Fair Warrior 400 is as follows. In 1, Mustang Fastback. In 2, Brewer's Twist. 3, Positive Option. 4, Minola Spring. 5, Tullymurray Squad. And 6, Peppered Ring.
Also next Friday night, the first round of the Red Mill Southern Championship Stakes gets underway at Youghal. Cork's 96 FM have a new DJ on board, in the form of a Greyhound. Resident DJ Ken Tobin found himself very much in the limelight recently due to his new celebrity. We paid a visit to Ken to get the inside track.
It was actually about 2 years ago that we first began to look at the idea of getting involved with Curraheen, getting involved with a charity in Cork, adopting a greyhound and using it as a way to raise money for the chosen charity, which in this case is the Irish Guide Dogs for the Blind. And it actually happened very fast. Originally slow with the 2-year thing, but in the last month, maybe 2 months, it really began to take off. We decided to run a competition on the radio station to name the dog. I know he has a pet name, which is Scruffy, which wasn't good enough because you won't put money on a dog called Scruffy. So we decided to run a competition on air, and we decided to let the people of Cork choose the name for our greyhound. And eventually, after literally a couple of thousand suggestions for a name for the dog, we ended up with DJ 96, which we thought was quite good because, again, it related with the radio station and gives it that little extra push, and again, hopefully will help the Irish Guide Dogs for the Blind. So that's how it started. We're hoping when he eventually does run that he'll win money for the Irish Guide Dogs for the Blind, and we know that our listeners will be keeping an eye on it, keeping an eye on the dog when he does run, because we'll be telling the people when the dog runs, and hopefully they'll be cheering him on with us, and again winning money for the Irish Guide Dogs for the Blind. Dennis, who trains the dog, is somebody we actually met first about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I've spoken to Dennis since on the air in the afternoon programme on a number of occasions, keeping an eye on the dog, seeing how he progresses with his training, and Dennis impressed us from day one. Dennis knows his greyhounds, obviously enough. He's been in the business for quite some time, and he's quite confident that DJ 96 is going to do very well, and he's very good at keeping us up to date with the dog's progress, and he still calls him Scruffy from time to time, but we're trying to leave that behind and just stick to DJ 96. It sounds a lot better, a lot more professional, so, you know, Dennis, drop the Scruffy.
I was approached there about, I suppose, a month ago to know would I take this dog on board, and he's been working well for me. I've built him up and tried to make him into the best dog I can, and we trialled him about 3 weeks ago, and he qualified in 29.50. It caught me off guard a little bit because we had, you know, such little work as regards track done with him, and you know, I was left scratching my head afterwards, thinking, at 29.50 I'll be taking on race dogs now, so we'll see how things go anyway with him. He's a top honcho out of Egmont Tara. Top honcho is one of the top stud dogs in the country, and he's throwing a lot of good winners. Egmont Tara herself has thrown some nice ones, and especially in this litter, there's a dog in England. He broke the track record in Coventry, and he's winning away at the moment. I have a sister to this dog. She's running in a final this week, Egmont Daisy. She's running very well, and we hope for good things out of her. When you get a dog in first, you know, he's only a dog, and it's up to the trainer to try and make him into an athlete. And then it's up to the dog himself to become whatever kind of an athlete he can. He's lacking a little bit in early pace. He's, you know, being a puppy, he wouldn't be that fast away, and I'm just fearful that, you know, race dogs would be that little bit smarter for him. But if he can get moving down the back straight, you know, I'm sure of a good run out of him.
The big night arrived at Curraheen Park and all eyes were on DJ 96.
Money, it's going on DJ. It's going on DJ.
Favourite is in trap 3, DJ 96. He's the even money's favourite. Here is approaching the traps. They're away and first to show is Tell Me Ranger from DJ 96 in the centre. Tell Me Ranger leads them into the first bend with DJ 96 and Tell Me Vieri. But it's Tell Me Ranger in the red jacket from trap 1 being chased all the way now by DJ 96. It's DJ 96 showing some good pace on the outside. Tell Me Ranger is trailing a small bit now as DJ 96 takes it up into the third bend. DJ 96 moves away from Tell Me Ranger. They're fighting for the minor placings in the back, but it's DJ 96 trained by Dennis Fitzgerald in his first competitive race down the home straight. It's DJ 96 from trap 1, Tell Me Ranger, and third is Bar Call in trap 6 in a time of 28.83.
I've just been told actually he went 28 seconds, which is faster again than his time trial, which was 29.50, which is fantastic. Brilliant. Well done, DJ 96. He's a winner. He's a winner.
Good result, and the pressure's off now, and the dog done his business. He's a bit slow to the traps. As you could see, he was a bit wide as well down the back straight and the run home, but you know, he's only a young pup and he'll learn as time goes on. The thing about him as well, he's just very relaxed, and it's very easy to bring a pup in here in with race dogs because, you know, he's unfazed by the whole thing.
We wish DJ 96 the best of luck and we'll be keeping a close eye on his progress. The final of the AIB Stakes also took place last Saturday night at Curraheen Park, carrying a winner's prize of €9,500 and trophy. All 6 greyhounds went to traps.
In trap 1, it's Fast Fit Honcho, owned by Mr. John Quinn and trained by Dennis O'Malley, a Honcho Classic Mill Wish dog. In trap 2, it's Rathhanny Maid, owned by Mr. Liam Dowling in Tralee, County Kerry, and also trained by Liam, the first of 2 runners in this race tonight. Trap 3, it's 10 Mile River, owned by Pat Dalton in County Tipperary and trained by Timothy O'Donovan, a Pacific Mile Mantle Glory dog. In 4, we have Keen Master, owned by the Wee Tree Syndicate down in Listowel, the second of Liam Dowling's runners tonight. It's a son of Rono Key and Lowfield Bridge. In trap 5, it's Kaylee Rio, owned and trained by Michael Carroll in Tralee, County Kerry, son of Rio Ricardo and Ballydawn. And in the stripes, trap 6, Brogan Freeway, owned and trained by Marguerite O'Donoghue in Bandon, son of Concord Direct and Toothpick. They're all in the traps for the final of the AIB Stakes. Here is approaching the traps, and they're away in first to show is trap 3, 10 Mile River from on the inside, Fast Fit Honcho, but 4 now takes them into the first bend. Keen Master with a good smart move. It's Keen Master from Fast Fit Honcho around the second bend. Keen Master takes them along. The Liam Dowling train from the Wee Tree Syndicate. It's Keen Master. It's Fast Fit Honcho on from trap 1 in second place, and trap 3, 10 Mile River is in third, but it's Keen Master who looks like he's going to go all the way. Keen Master from Fast Fit Honcho, and trap 5 is coming wide on the outside, but down the home straight, it's Keen Master with trap 5. Kaylee Rio putting in a great run on Brogan Freeway in a time of 29 seconds.
1, 2 and 3.
And the result of the final of the AIB Stakes: first number 4, Keen Master, second trap 5, Kaylee Rio, and third in trap 6 was Brogan Freeway in a time of 29 seconds.
This dog was bought by the lads there as a pup, and he was given to me at 15 months to qualify him, and he qualified, met with a bit of difficulty in his kidneys and things like that, but a lot of work went into him to get him right, and he just couldn't stay for ages, 300-400 yards, that was it, but with a bit of age he has come right, and it's paid to stay on and keep at him, you know. We knew the dog would probably lead. He's got great early, finds it a bit difficult to come home, but on the night he's done the business and we're delighted. We won a sweepstake here back 2 years ago, the same syndicate. Keen Captain was his name actually. This is Keen Master, Keen Captain. So I think they're lucky in this ground, so we'll have to come back here.
We're at Shelbourne Park this evening for the quarter-final heats of the Paddy Power Derby. With €150,000 on offer to the winner, there was a top-class entry. We're now down to the last 24. The favourite at this stage is Droopy's Maldini. He wears the white jacket in the opening heat, though he will need to be foot perfect in what looks a very trappy contest.
The first quarter-final of the Paddy Power Irish Derby. In 1, Tom Nerolo, 2 is Kilfeera King, 3, Droopy's Maldini, 4, Dundrum Prince, in 5, Indian Ruler, and 6 is Ronan's Delight. The favourite is number 3, Droopy's Maldini. Here comes the hare. And away to go. Maldini's out like a shot. It's Droopy's Maldini leading up. An Indian Ruler on the outside, number 5. On the outside, number 5, Indian Ruler. But 3, Droopy's Maldini leads. Dundrum Prince pushes number 5, Indian Ruler out. And into the far side is 3, Droopy's Maldini. Dundrum Prince in second. Indian Ruler is third. It's hit into the third bend. And it's Maldini doing a big run out front. So putting away now from 4, Dundrum Prince. 5, Indian Ruler is next, and then 1, Tamnerolo. But it's Maldini, the Derby favourite. This is Derby winning style. Droopy's Maldini, a sensational run, wins it. It's a photo finish for second place, mighty close. We leave that one to the judge. But Droopy's Maldini has won in a sensational time, 29.52. The result of the first quarter-final in the Paddy Power Irish Derby. The winner, number 3, Droopy's Maldini, owned by Lawrence Blunt and Martin Wakefield, trained by Fraser Black. Second, number 5, Indian Ruler. Third, number 1, Tom Nerolo. The time, 29.52.
Well, we've just seen the opening quarter-final, and Droopy's Maldini certainly justifying favouritism. Paddy, couldn't help but be impressed with him.
It's heating up now, definitely. What a time, 29.52. That's only 10 spots off the track record. This guy absolutely flew out of the traps. Indian Ruler broke well as well and stayed well on to qualify. I thought Tamnerolo, I was a bit surprised that Tamnerolo got through. There was a bit of bumping with Dundrum Prince. It might be a little bit unlucky. I missed the break a little bit, I think, but Droopy's Maldini was so impressive, Ian. I mean, I'm telling you, this could be the one. I mean, we'll see how the times go the rest of the night, but 29.52, that's good.
The next heat we're looking at is Geldrop's Touch and Deerfield Sight. I know there's a lot of money for Deerfield Sight all week.
Absolutely, Deerfield Sight have been punted off the boards. I still think Geldrop's Touch is the value in the race, though. I thought last week Geldrop's Touch ran so well in defeat. You know, I think Deerfield Sight as the one trap again, which will be helpful for him, but I thought Geldrop's Touch is the one. He's great value for the night for me. I think he's probably the better of the night.
Well, I agree, Geldrop's Touch. Let's join Michael.
The second quarter final of the Paddy Power Irish Derby. In 1, Deerfield Sight. 2 is Escalido. 3, Droopy's Marco. 4, Tom Sheboy. In 5, Geldrop's Touch. And 6, Royal Emperor. It's tight for favouritism between 1 and 5 as the hare comes up behind the boxes. Away to go. It is quite a level start. Tom Sheboy and Royal, but there goes number 5. Geldrop's Touch leading up. Deerfield Sight in a very good position now. But it's number 5, Geldrop's Touch, leads around the bend. From 3, Droopy's Marco in second. Deerfield Sight is perfectly positioned in third. Down the far side, Geldrop's Touch by a couple of lengths. From 3, Droopy's Marco, and here comes Deerfield Sight with his challenge. But it's still number 5, Geldrop's Touch by 2 lengths. Turning for home from 1, Deerfield Sight, who's motoring. Coming up the straight, it's 5 and 1 and 1. Deerfield Sight comes through to win it. It's number 1, Deerfield Sight, the winner. 5 is second, Geldrop's Touch. And 3, Droopy's Marco is third. The time, 29.61. The result of the second quarter-final of the Paddy Power Derby. The winner, number 1, Deerfield Sight, owned by Brian Dalton, trained by Mossy O'Connor. Second, number 5, Geldrop's Touch. And third, number 3, Droopy's Marco. The time, 29.61.
Be a bit worried about Deerfield Sight. He doesn't get trap 1. They didn't break that well. Geldrop's Touch flew away from the traps, and I thought he had the race sewn up. But Deerfield he railed really well, and he got a good breakthrough in the rails and came on and picked up Deerfield and run in. Droopy's Marco stayed on very well to finish third and qualify. But Deerfield Sight, a decent time, 29.61, but it just puts the first time in perspective. 29.52 was a really good time earlier on. I wouldn't rule out Geldrop's Touch just yet, though. Very fast dog out of the traps. Definitely one with a chance still in the competition.
The third quarter final of the Paddy Power Irish Derby. In 1, Make All. 2 is Nikita Billy. 3, Ted's World Cup. In 4, Disguised. 5, Smiling Man. And 6 is Like a Shot. The hot favourite, number 1, Make All. The hare coming up behind the traps. Ready for off, but away to go, and he's not too well away. It's number 4, Disguise leads up. Now number 1, Make All, putting in a big run in second. Followed by 2, Nikita Billy. Smiling Man is in big trouble at the rear of the field. As number 4, Disguise leads into the far side. From 1, Make All in second. 2, Nikita Billy is third. And then 6, Like a Shot. Down towards the third bend with Disguise still in front. Make All is challenging in second. Like a Shot is moving strongly in third, but it's still number 4, Disguise. Turning for home, the leader here. Make All is beginning to fade, but it's number 4, Disguise wins it. 6, Like a Shot, finishes fast to take second, and 1, Make All is third, so the time, 29.60. The result of the third quarter final of the Paddy Power Irish Derby. The winner, number 4, Disguise, owned by Reggie Roberts. Second, number 6, Like a Shot. Third, number 1, Make All. The time, 29.60.
Disguised, obviously hit the lids. I went off a mile in front. Like a Shot straight on very well to finish second, just ahead of Make All. It was Make All one of the first times out of trap 1, and didn't seem to like it that much. You know, I thought he might pick up the winner disguised down the back straight, but Reggie Roberts seems to have sorted out all the problems they had with this one, because he kicked again at the third bend and went on to win it well. Disguised a big chance as well.
Of course, Disguise was a choice of many before the competition. They'd have sold their vouchers after the first round, then a bit of a hope in the second round. The third round ran well again, and tonight really came back to top form. Certainly one with a huge chance now at the Derby.
Absolutely, and I think you're one of the many, aren't you, Ian?
I am indeed, 33 to 1.
Funny that. Yeah.
Anyway, we're going on to the final heat of the night. What's your fancy?
I thought Persian Ruler they'll have it all to do to beat him. I thought it was a 3-dog race, 1 world class, 2 Manola Farlow and 4 Persian Ruler. I don't give the other 3 much of a chance in the heat. I thought if Persian Ruler gets away, it'd be very hard to be caught. And I think he could be the one. He needs to trap better than he did last week, though.
The last quarter-final in the Paddy Power Derby in 1 world class, 2 Manola Farlow, 3 Express Hancho, 4 Persian Ruler, 5 Brick and Jack, and 6 is Ballantor Brave. The favourite is in trap 4, a bit uneasy in traps. The hare coming up behind the box is a way to go, and he's out fast. Persian Ruler, so is number 1 world class on the inside. This world class leads up the inside from 2 Manola Farlow, 4 Persian Ruler. Around the opening, about a bit of a bump between 2 and 4. There's number 1 world class being challenged now by 2 Manola Farlow. Neck and neck behind between 3 and 4. It's come to the third bend with number 2 Manola Farlow on the outside of world class. It's neck and neck. 3 Express Hanchos there. Now Manola Farlow takes it up between the last 2 bends. It goes on. It's number 2 Manola Farlow. 3 Express Hancho running on, so is 1 world class, but number 2 just holds on. Manola Farlow from 1 world class and 3 Express Hancho, and Persian Ruler is out of the Derby. The time 29.87. The result of the 4th quarter final, the winner number 2 Manola Farlow, owned by Seamus McCluskey and trained by Seamus Graham. Second, number 3 Express Hancho. Third, number 1 world class. The time 29.87.
Well, we've seen 4 wonderful quarter-finals. One thing's for certain, we're left with 12 top-class greyhounds. The Derby is still wide open. Paddy, first we'll look back at the final heat. Persian Ruler went out a little bit disappointing, but Manola Farlow, what a gutsy race he ran.
Yeah, Persian Ruler was a hot favourite. He kind of missed the break a bit. I was disappointed with world class from the way he broke. I thought he'd be a little bit further ahead at the first bend. But Manola Farlow, as you said, just the third bend over across the way, he cut in really professionally and made the race his own there. He cut across on world class and he made the race his there. World class stayed on well, obviously to be second. He picked up again because often when the dog gets cut across, he's gone. And I thought the surprise package was Express Hancho. I didn't think he had any chance whatsoever, but he stayed on behind a bunching field behind. I mean, it was the slowest heat of the night. A little bit disappointing from Persian Ruler's point of view, definitely. None of those really will be tickling my fans, I think, overall.
Well, I certainly wouldn't rule out Manola Farlow or world class, but if you had to pick one tonight, I'm sure it's going to be Maldini, but how impressed were you?
I was very impressed by Drewby's Maldini. He smashed out of the traps again. I mean, the one thing I'd say is tonight, Geldrop's touch, smash out of the traps. The dog that beat him Deerfield site needs trap 1. If he doesn't get trap 1, I think he's in trouble. So I think Geldrop's touch is probably the fastest breaker left, even faster than Maldini, but it's still wide open. If I got fancy prize about Geldrop's touch, I wouldn't be put off backing him, definitely.
You're going to turn into a punter rather than a layer for once.
Why not?
Well, that's it, folks. We're down to the last 12. Join us next week. We have 2 fantastic semi-finals ahead. I'll tell you something, a lot of racing left in this Derby.
Join us next week for the finals of the Marble City Bar and Langton House Derby from Kilkenny and the Guinness Fair Warrior 400 from Mullingar. Plus, of course, all the excitement from the semi-finals of the Paddy Power Irish Derby. For a complete fixtures list and other information, log on to the Irish Greyhound website at www.igb.ie.